Hi there. Welcome to my channel, Stretching and Strengthening with Naama. I have been, when I'm doing videos in here, it's usually by request of my clients. Obviously, if anyone else watch it and would like a specific video or something, just let me know. But today I'm going to do a strengthening exercises for the lower back. Now I am taking into consideration that if you want to do these exercises, you have core strengths, preferably with the Pilates technique, and you do not suffer from back pain, definitely not at the time of doing that. I will release a video tonight as well to do with breathing. If you want to understand how you can protect your back, it would be very useful to get the breathing, the Pilates breathing correctly. That will really upgrade anything else that you do, whatever you do. So this video is for people who hopefully doing Pilates regularly with the Pilates technique, and they know how to keep their core engaged and be safe. So let's start. So I'm going to use a chair. I will put some music as well for us. I'm going to use a chair, and you can have any chair. You don't have to have this back. You don't have to. I mean, it's quite good to have it, but you don't have to. So first of all, I'm going to show from the side. When actually, I will show it from the side, this exercise. But the idea is that when you sit to exercise, make sure that you sit in the correct alignment. So when I sit to exercise, my bum sits on the front edge of the chair, yeah? And so if I'm facing you, I will be here, but then you won't be able to see what I'm doing. So I'm here. And I want you to imagine that if this is your tailbone, that there is a hook, and I pull that tailbone up, because most of us, we're sitting a lot, and we're sitting like this. So that means that my tailbone is underneath me. But when you exercise, I mean, it's not a good thing anyway, but when you exercise, you definitely don't want to exercise like that. You want to feel that this tailbone, I'm lifting it, and that means that your pelvis is tilted. And this will also mean that you've got an arch, that your shoulders are back, that your chest is forward, and you by no means hunch in any way, shape, or form. No hunching. So this is quite a difficult exercise, and it's hard to do it correctly. But the first thing that I want you to do is, so we have a hook from the tailbone, my fingers stuck in between your shoulder blades, and I poke you. So as I poke you, this is what's going to happen, which will hopefully stop you from being like this. So take your arms, open the fingers as well, take them to the side to feel that you are stretching now. It's a stretch. This should feel alien to you. It's not like you always sit like that. But also, you want to have a stretch in here. So I stretch. And just to kind of start, you want to imagine that I'm behind you, where your shoulder blades, and I'm just pushing you forward. So I just push you forward. But your body will tell you to lead with the head. So be aware that that's not what we're doing. I push you forward. That's all. Your arms are back, they're not by your ears, and I push you to go forward. At the same time, there is the hook from your tailbone lifted up, and tiny little movement like that. You can also take your arms by your side and do the same. And if you notice, my chest is bleeding, not my head. Not my head, it's my chest. And I'm going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then put your hands on your knees, and your body might have the urge to curl. So this is me curling using my stomach muscles, and then uncurl and open up. And again, draw that stomach in to curl and lift. This is good for your spine to encourage suppleness of your vertebra. So as I curl, my tailbone goes under and everything is in, and then I uncurl. And one more. Okay, so now the same exercise becomes a bit harder because I'm going to take my hands one on top of the other, and they're going to be in the front of my forehead. And I will think about my elbows to go back, and I will be in the same position that I've just showed you. So this is very uncomfortable, yeah? So we're not going to be there for long. So I'm here. One thing that I forgot to mention is that when you sit on the chair to exercise, you have your knees open. They can be wider, but please, none of this. Right, here we are, back. So remember that hook on your tailbone. Remember my fingers in your shoulder blades, hook in your chest forward. Your elbows are going back. It's extremely uncomfortable. You are not going to lead with your head. You're going to lean. And you just lean it. When you're doing a few of this, your stomach should be pulled in to protect your back. And when you do a few of this, you're going to feel a little bit, not uncomfortable, but you will feel that your lower back in some point is working. You will feel it. And when you feel it, you just want to do a few more and then rest. Yeah? And hopefully, as you progress with it, you can do more before you start feeling that. It's not a bad thing to feel these muscles in here contracting. If you touch, you will feel that they get hard. It's not at all bad for them to work. And from here, I'm going to do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You should be very uncomfortable. 4, 3, elbows are back. 2, and 1. And then, just when you think you want to relax, you open your arms in a V shape in front of you. They are not here, they're in front of me. And stick that tailbone and everything. Tiny moves in here. Tiny, you will feel will really activate your back. You're going to feel it here. Very small moves. Keep your arms as straight as possible. Stretch your fingers as well. Look forward, and you're going to feel it. Tiny, 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 tiny. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. And maybe you will have the urge, you will go like, oh my God. And that's not a bad thing because it means you were working hard. Yeah? Again, hands, and we go. We curl, and we lift. And we curl, and uncurl. And again, and uncurl. Roll your shoulders back. Okay, now I'm going to face you because now it's not important that you will see my angle. I'm just going to do one more thing. This is going to be depending if you have very good understanding and body awareness. So this is kind of stomach crunches without being on the mat for people who want to still work their core. So it's the same idea of my hands in front of my forehead, but it will be helpful if you can have one hand just on the point on your sternum. Yeah? And think that this is going in and a lift, as opposed to You work with your upper stomach muscles. It's like you poke yourself and it goes in. You will also feel the rest of your stomach going in and up. Breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in to lift, out to crunch. In to lift, out to crunch. And so it's very small move in here, requires good mobility of your spine, because a lot of us are like very wooden, so we won't have that. We won't be able to achieve it, but we can try to encourage that in. We have 8. Yeah, every time you crunch, you're breathing out properly, yeah? 6, I'm going to take the other hand as well. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then your arms, everything will ache because this is so uncomfortable. And it's okay, it's not going to kill you. You're going to roll your shoulders back, and you might crunch and everything, and that's okay. You release from here. We will do a stretch with the chair in the end of it, I promise. Right, now we go in here. So I'm going to be in front of you. This is it. We're just doing a little bit for the obliques, yeah? To work out the obliques muscles. So again, sadly, it's involved having one hand in front of your forehead, and this elbow is back, and this arm is to the side, an extension of your shoulder, so you can't drop it. It stays connected in that angle. Up, and tailbone is up with the hook, and then instead of thinking this, think this, up, up. Think from here, up, up, up. You will feel, if you do it correctly, not many people doing it correctly without someone correcting them, you might feel a crunch here. You will feel your muscles going in, and that's a very good thing. Really going. If you want to know the breathing in here, but I need to speak, so I trust you to breathe. Very small, you're thinking, instead of down, you're thinking up, up. It's very uncomfortable. And then you stay. You should stay in the point that you feel the crunch the most, like, and then lift. Lift. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back. This side of yours will feel, oh my God, and that's fine. You will roll the shoulder, and you will recover, and you will be fine. Other side. 1, 2, stretch your finger, don't have floppy hand. Lift, hook, everything. Up, we're thinking up. Yes? Up, up. Think about up. Up, up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, you hold. Lift, 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 lift. Up, up, up. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Again, you will feel exhausted, okay? So roll your shoulders. And we will do some stretches now to relieve some tension, okay? So let's imagine that we hug a big ball and open. And again, stomach is in to hug the big ball and open. There we go. And open. Now, let's have a stretch in here. You lift think less of this and more of up. Or more of up. Other side. Don't let this happen. Don't let this lift. And down. Take one hand, take your right hand to your left knee. Take the left arm. Look at it. Come back. You change. Don't let the knee come in. The knee is fighting against the hand. We go. And back. Roll it. Hold the chair. The bottom of it, if you can, depending on the shape of your chair. But your arm is straight down. You tilt your head gently to the opposite side. And you will feel a stretch across in here. It's not very nice. Then you take the other hand and you just place it on top. You don't press at all. You just put it on the head. You're breathing in. As you're breathing out, you're going to feel the pain more, and that's fine. And then bring it back. Roll that shoulder, which will crunch, and that's fine. Other side, I hold straight arm. If I can't hold the bottom of my chair, just let your arm drop. And I tilt my head to the opposite direction to create that stretch across. Arm, just resting it, not pulling, not pressing. I breathe in, out, and in, and down. I release, I bring the head back, and I roll the shoulder. Now, let's mobilize a little bit of our rib cage. This is the bit that really doesn't move for so many of us. Let's mobilize it. Elbows forward. The elbow goes forward, goes up. As it goes back, your rib cage move with it back, including your head, and down. Then this one, forward, up, back, and down. So you want to find yourself moving, really moving this rib cage. What does it mean if I don't move? It will look like that. You want all of this rib cage moving, moving. Roll. Okay. Head. You look. And look. You look down without hunch. You're very upright. You look down. You look back. Down. And back. Now we will do a stretch with the chair. And that's it. This specific stretch is very powerful, and there is a whole video about this stretch on my channel, but I won't go over it from the beginning. You're going to stand away from your chair. You will have your legs open. You want to hinge. So it's like bum is going back. But for some of us, because everything is tight in here, we are unable to have this with a straight back. So it goes like this. Wait a minute, we are starting to hunch. So if that's the case, you will have to bend your knees. Okay? I will do it both. 1, 2. Up to you how far away you want to go from the chair, because you want to feel that your bum is going further back, your arms are going further forward, your chest is lower than your arms, and you feel stretched in here. Also feel free to stretch your fingers. come out of it, you bend your knees. You're gonna take your tailbone under with your stomach muscles. Everything stomach is going in, and you're coming back. Now, if you know that your hamstrings are too tight and you aren't able to have straight leg and straight back, then you better bend, reach, and then it's the hook in the tailbone, lifting up. And that's the same. So we're staying in there. You want to breathe in. Now, you want to feel a stretch in your armpits, in the side of your torso, everywhere. From here, tailbone is under, stomach muscles in it is in, everything is in, and I curl myself slowly to lift. Right? I hope that you found that useful. Feel free to subscribe to my channel and send me any information or something specific that you want me to cover. Right? Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Right.